Hello, I'm Jiří Staniševský. I'm a CTO here at Salsita. We had a couple of Configurator projects under our belt already in Salsita, and we decided to specialize in that area. So it became kind of apparent that we need to start distilling the common functionalities into some sort of a framework, and that's what we did. Code-wise, it went surprisingly well. We have a very strong team of great engineers, so everything was fine. The biggest troubles we had were with the assumptions that we baked into the framework. We built those assumptions based on some very small sample of configurators. So immediately after that we realized that some of the decisions that we made were not the best ones. But as the time went, we were brave and we adapted the framework so that it matches the newly discovered facts. Writing a good framework is all about finding a balance between flexibility and ease of use, which is much harder than one would think. Fortunately, if you start thinking about the framework in terms of layers, it becomes a little bit easier. What I mean by layers is that imagine that there's a layer of components, top layer of components in the framework, and if you want to build some kind of a piece of software, you take those components and you try to assemble that piece from those components. If some of the components is not matching your needs, then you need to disassemble it or multiple components into the lower layer and take the components from the lower layer and try to build your use case out of it. If that doesn't match, you apply it recursively until you find the granularity that actually matches what you are building. So that's kind of like a general recipe for building a good framework. Initially, all our configurators were completely standalone. So we had a database, backend and frontend for every project that we made. But then, of course, as the time went and we got more and more projects, we kind of realized that we need to have some kind of a common functionality which we can just use as it is. So we started thinking about a common backend. A common backend that would include the common functionality like order overview, pricing configuration, analytics, and etc. And as we did that, then basically what we were left with just the UI, which we could easily tweak using the flexible framework that we have. I'd say go for it. We are here to accommodate basically any requirement that you have, from a completely custom UX or UI to connection to your manufacturing process. We're really capable of doing basically anything.